See, before when I focus, manual focus, I use the twinkle in my eye to focus. Instead of the auto, because it's not light in here at all. And I'm still looking at the screen instead of looking at you guys. I shot footage today, so I have stuff to edit, but I didn't upload anything today. So I'm going to have to put something up here. So I want to share with you an idea I read from a book by Malcolm Gladwell. It was either Outliers or it was David and Goliath. And I think it was David and Goliath. It talked about being a big fish in a small pond or a little fish in a big pond. And I think there are benefits to both situations. I think it's easier to create a culture of your own or create a core group of people to make an impact when you're a big fish in a small pond, when you can actually know everybody really, really well and make decisions together and grow together and really impact one another and start some sort of movement instead of hopping into a huge pond and being a small fish. And I've seen examples of this in my life, like when I actually was in high school, and there were a lot of groups that I was a part of where I was in a small group of people that were able to do things like book club and philosophy club and Italian club and FCCLA state councils that I was on, internet groups of people that are on the internet where you can have like a handful of people that can make a difference, people that you can grow and invest in and not feel sort of like the growth is overwhelming. Like Nerdfighteria can feel like this sometimes, but if you follow a small YouTube community and you become friends with people, it's nice to invest in one another and grow a group of friends or core group of people where you can do something like that instead of like jumping into VidCon not knowing anyone, which I actually didn't do my first time. I knew some people, or going into high school. There are feelings where you're a little fish in a big pond. I think it's easier to see the impacts and positive impacts you can make if you're part of a small group of people that you can invest in. So I was curious to hear if you had any examples of that, where you see that happening. Sometimes it's easier to get noticed and sort of break off from cultural expectations and do things differently. Like I helped one of my AP teachers in high school still uses donorschoose.org and still does this thing called the 20% project for her students, which is brand new, where they get to create a passionate project of their own and then do like a mini TED talk on it. And I got to make the intro video with my software and present myself on the screen and introduce the event, which is absolutely fantastic and different. But that's different. That's a different opportunity to do something interesting. So I always pay attention to ways I can, I guess, connect with small groups of people and do things like that instead of doing the same thing as everyone else and getting caught in that conformity and expectation. I'm curious if you have any examples where you were a big fish in a small pond or you were a little fish in a big pond. What are some of those examples you can think of? This is the video. I've got other footage for tomorrow. That's from today. So I'll upload that and I'll upload this now and then go to sleep. But those are my thoughts. That's my question for you. Or that's my thought for myself. If people do watch, that's fantastic. If not, it's just for me, which is what this is for. It's fun. It's just creating stuff. It's fun. It's really cool. I'm inspired every day by ideas. I just want to share stuff because it's there's so much up here. The idea. The first time I did this, my microphone was completely off. So this is the right time. As always, thank you for watching. Keep being you. Don't forget to be awesome. And let me know down in my diaphragm what your thoughts are. If you have any thoughts, because I'm interested. I'm taking initiative here to ask questions and be interested and take initiative. Everybody Palka.